Hi, this is James from tracymetal.co.uk and from unboxinng.com. I'm here with the brand new HTC One X Plus, and this is clearly a retail edition. So we're going to do a quick unboxing and have a look at the software, although I would imagine the software is going to be pretty familiar to us. We get this nice new design box from HTC. Well, that means it's recyclable, that logo there, so they're going green, which is good. Okay, device on top, we'll come back to that in a second. And inside here we have some, piece of cardboard. We have our SIM tray key, which we need to get into because the back cover doesn't come off on this thing as the battery is non-replaceable, so we'll do that in a second. We've then got our normal paperwork, and we've got our 3-pin plug for the UK, and that's the USB variety. That obviously works in conjunction with the sync charge cable, which is USB to micro USB, and then we get some HTC headphones. These look identical to the ones we saw on the Desire X just the other week, and again it's got the inline button for call, send and end. So let's put these bits and pieces to one side and let's fire the phone up. But what we need to do first of all is take this off and get the SIM tray out. And the SIM tray is located at the on the top back, so we press that in there, pop that out. Now the hard bit, what I normally find is hard, is actually getting the blooming card in. There we go. And then that just slots in there like that. Hopefully this is going to work. So I'll power that up, and while that's powering up we'll have a quick look around the actual... Oh, it's already powered up. Oh, cool. Anyway, let's get rid of that for a second. Let's have a look around the device at the actual hardware here. So we've got a micro USB port on the left hand side. Over on the right there's the volume up down controls. Nothing on the bottom apart from the microphone. On the top we've got the screen on off button, 3.5mm jack. There's another hole there, I presume that must be another microphone of some sort. On the actual back, as I say, we've got the SIM tray, we've got our camera lens, and that's an 8-megapixel camera on the back. Camera flash, HTC logo, Beats Audio logo, speaker grill, and then we've got some dots here which must be for a docking station at some point. I haven't seen one of those as yet. And on the front we've got a front facing camera, and that is 1.6 megapixel. We've got a speaker grill at the top, there'll be proximity sensors and whatnot there, and then at the bottom of the screen we've got our normal back home and multitasking key. Let's switch this on. Oh, why is that SIM card not working? I must have done something wrong. Unless we need to go through the startup. Let's try that and see what happens. So now it wants to connect to the Wi-Fi. Oh, I don't want to do Wi-Fi. Well, it looks like I'm not going to have a lot of choice, which means I'm going to have to grab my Nexus so I can get the password, and we'll do it this way. So bear with me, this bit's going to be really boring, and I haven't really got a choice, so stand by. Okay, fingers crossed that will connect, and then we'll be up and running. Just doing it slowly. Let's press next and see what happens. Transfer my stuff. I can't be doing with all that cobblers at the moment. Obviously with an HTC device we get 25 gigabytes of Dropbox. I do have an account, but I can't be bothered to set it up right now. And we obviously have to set up some a Google account to start with. So let's oh, what's it doing that for? No, why is this not working? still all thoughts. Oh, I don't understand why this SIM card's not working. This is most queer. Let's take it out and stick it in again and see what happens. Or maybe the device needs to be powered off. Let's try that. This is a bit of a disaster really, isn't it? I'm fairly sure that is correct. Okay, that's in. Let's power it on. While that powers up, and fingers crossed this is going to work, second time lucky, I'll give you a quick rundown on the actual specifications of the device. So it's packing a 1.7 gigahertz quad-core NVIDIA Tegra 3 CPU, which is cool. Gigabyte of RAM. The battery on this thing is 2100 milliamp hour. So yeah, this should certainly get you through the day. 64 gigabytes of internal storage. The screen is a 4.7-inch laminated Super LCD with Gorilla Glass, and the SIM card is now working. Woo! So that's good. As I say, rear camera is 8 megapixel, front is 1.6. We've got all the other usual bits and pieces. It comes running Android 4.1 Jelly Bean, and obviously Sense as well. So we can try and get through this now without having to worry about the Wi-Fi, which is good. Why that didn't work the first time, well, it's my own fault, isn't it, I suppose. We'll skip that. We'll skip that. And we'll skip that. And we'll skip that. Now we're going to have to... Let's put my Google account in here. And you can see the keyboard there, actually. And no spelling mistakes, but I'm not going to show you my password. Hell no. In fact, I can't even remember if I got this right, so we'll see what happens. There we go, back up and restore. We'll go next, and we'll go next, we'll go next. Agree. There we go. We're up and running. So that didn't take long. Obviously, if you're new to Android, this is going to take a little bit longer. But I think chances are, if you're probably buying this phone, you're probably upgrading from a previous Android device anyway. So now we just have to wait a few seconds for this to load, and we can see what's actually on here. Okay, so if you are new to Android, we get some nice tips on the screen here, which shows you what to do. Do you want to continue to show? No, I don't, because I know what I'm doing. So the device is made up, as you would imagine, of various home screens, and once you get to the end of this, it should be 7, I think. You can it will take you back to the first one. Oh no, we've got 5. I think we can probably add some more. This is called the Leap View, or helicopter view, as some people call it. With HTC, that's just a calendar reminder of mine. We can either pinch the actual home screen to do that, or I think if we hold down, or double tap. No, maybe that doesn't work anymore. Oh yeah, if we tap the home screen, the same applies, which is pretty cool. Obviously, notifications are going to be coming down from the top. We've got a nice HTC clock and weather logo there, with access to all the other clock features as well, and we've got a nice globe there as well. We can zoom in. This latest version of Sense is rather sexy, and obviously all the home screens are totally customizable, as you would expect. So we can remove those. We can add more. Oops, we can add more widgets or shortcuts, etc. Stick one of those on there, for example. Holding down the home screen will give you access to the widgets. So let's find a nice little small one that might fit. It might not. We'll just grab that. We'll stick that on that home screen. And that should have just created actually an extra home screen. In fact, if we go to that, yep. So I've now got 6. So I was right. We can add more. Down at the bottom of the screen, we've obviously got our icons, and in the middle takes us to the main menu. So we'll have a look what we get here as standard. let's just jump into the browser first off, and we'll just give that a quick test. Apart from it's signing into my Google account still, and we better go to Tracy and Matt. Oh, yeah, we'll have English. There we go. Let's see what this is like. Obviously I'm reliant on the 3 network for a connection at the moment, not connected to broadband. So the page isn't loaded yet, but there's no checkerboarding whatsoever. We have a lot of content on our home page, so it normally does take a while, but that's pretty impressive that there was no checkerboarding whatsoever. So we can either pinch the zoom or double tap to zoom, as you would expect. Phone will work in browser will work in both landscape and portrait mode, this is absolutely ideal for reading web pages. It looks good. Lovely screen on this thing, and I certainly haven't got these turned up to full brightness at the moment either. In fact, let's have a quick look at the settings. Oops, daisy, where are they? Probably under S, that would help. There they are. Oops, didn't mean to press that. If we scroll down to the bottom, we'll just go to About and just double check that we are running Android 4.1.1 and it's HTC Sense 4 Plus. So is that 4.1? I don't know, it's a bit of a mystery. So from the settings, oh look at that. The concertina effect, which is pretty cool, but a bit pointless, but looks good anyway. We've got options here to personalise, and again, this is where we can change the skins and the wallpapers and the lock screens and that sort of thing. If we go to display, we can change the font size, the brightness, that's what I was looking for. So we can either activate the auto brightness. I'm going to leave it like that at the moment because that's actually turned it up a wee bit, and we'll see what else we get in the menu. So we've seen the browser, the calculator and the calendar is all going to be fairly straightforward. Let's check out this camera, and let me grab something to take a picture of. It's going to have to be this key. It takes those nice and quickly, and if we hold them down, we have rapid fire like a machine gun, which is pretty good. The other nice thing about the HTC devices now is that also if you are recording video, such as we are now, you can also take stills, and they will appear down at the bottom right hand side there. And obviously over on the left hand side we've got our settings. So there's some good stuff with the HTC camera action. We've got the car kit, we've got Chrome, Dropbox, EA games. What's this doing on here? Is this going to give us any games? It's giving us some trials. Can't be doing all that cobblers at the moment. Facebook is preloaded, flashlight from radio, French Stream of course, we've got the gallery, and this is where we can obviously see the photos that we've taken ourselves, or we can upload them to various places. It's nice to see SkyDrive there as well actually. I've started using SkyDrive recently, and it's I quite like it. Yeah, these are some photos I took before recording the video. Clearly not, but they look damn good. This is a nice phone. I like this. Fatbooth doesn't come preloaded because I've signed into my Google account. It started downloading some apps automatically, so I'm only going to show you the ones that would be preloaded on the device, or the main ones that are of interest anyway for the video. We've got the movie editor, music, navigation, news and weather, notes. We've got the personalise, music. We've got play movies, play books, and obviously the Play Store, where you can clearly download apps from. If you're new to Android, this is going to be where you can download all your apps, all your games. There's also movies and books. You can't really go wrong with it, really. You just press the tabs and follow the instructions. In fact, if you're watching this, you've probably used Android before, so I'm not going to go on. Google Talk's preloaded on there. We've got Tita, which is the game, on Twitter. HTC Watch, which is where you can either rent or buy movies from HTC. The pricing isn't great, so that's a service I'm never going to use, unfortunately. And obviously, because it's an Android device, as long as your carrier will allow it, you can use the device as a mobile hotspot, which will allow up to 5 devices or other devices, whether they be phones, tablets, computers, to connect to it. I think the majority of the UK carriers will allow you to do so free of charge. I know that 3 do, I think Vodafone do. Unfortunately, I think everything everywhere actually apply a charge of about £5 a month to do so. So that's bad for them, but great for the other ones. But that's just a quick look at the HTC One X Plus. I'm pretty impressed with this thing. We are going to have a full review on the site in the next week or so. So keep your eyes peeled for that. In the meantime, I'm going to go and enjoy this. I'll catch you later. Bye.